What's up, YouTube, the Terraria Forum, 7 Sins, and possibly any other website that this is posted on. This is Chris with TheTerrariaWiki, or in my Trust 360, whichever one you know me as. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the most up-to-date version of my custom Terraria Server Client. So what this does, this actually does not copy any code from Terraria, so it's not breaking any copyright infringement laws whatsoever. This just utilizes the server software that's already given to us by Terraria, or ReLogic, or whoever actually created it, and just accesses it and inserts the commands. So, to get started with this, I did not create an installer or a shortcut, so I'm going to have to open this up from the actual debug folder of Visual Basic. A lot of people have been asking me what I've been coding this in. This is Visual Basic. It's not C#. C# is very easy. It's very similar to Visual Basic, but it's not completely the same. So, I could easily recreate this in about 10 minutes in C#, and it's not difficult at all. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. So as you can see, this fades in, which is a new effect I've added since the last release. I thought this was a really cool effect, kind of, spunked up the application just a little bit, because, it already looks kind of plain. So basically what we're going to go and do now is go over some of the changes that were not in the last update. So as you can see, in the last video, I did not have this MOTD. What this MOTD is gives you information on what I'm doing, or it might give you a little quote, or it might give you some random saying. It's according to what I'm feeling, and I'll post it up there. So as you can see, this one does say version 1.0.0.3 released, update now. Also, I'm trying to get through this really fast. There's a lot to cover, and I can't upload over like 15 minutes. So I'm trying to hurry up through this and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to open up the server since we're already here. You're going to click the three buttons, and what's it going to do, it's going to open up into the Terraria folder. What I would recommend doing is creating a folder called server and putting all your server stuff in this. So if I click all files, you're going to see I've got all my server stuff in this. So basically what you're going to do, this is just for easy browsing, because pretty much every open file dialog in my application opens up to this folder here. So if you want to make it easy on yourself, move your server stuff in a folder called server and move it into the Terraria folder. That way you can browse through this really quickly, really easily, and you're good to go. So if you click Terraria Server and click Open, it's going to tell you that in the log the Terraria Server was detected. So you're going to click Create Server, and you're going to choose your world. Now, at this time, you do need to know your world's number. To find this out, if you open up Terraria, click Single Player, whatever, just whatever, Single Player, Multiplayer, Host and Play, whatever you want to do. The very top one in there is number 1. The second one is number 2. The third one is number 3. And I know it might seem stupid that I'm going over that, but people have literally asked me what their world number is, and I'm just trying to get over through their heads that that's how you do that. I'm hopefully adding a button here that allows you to click it, and it shows the names of your worlds. That way, if you don't know the number but you know the name that you created, you can join that automatically. So max players will set that to 8, server port 7777. Password will set to 123, and then click Create Server. So as you can see, one thing I did implement is the button disables itself after you click it. What this does is this allows users not to be able to click it over and over and over, because if they were able to click it over and over and over and over again, they could spam click it like that and create like 50 servers, which would not be even useful. So I've just been kind of patching some of the small bugs as I go along that I find. So again, it's logging all the activity that we do. So as you can see, if you click here, the server is created. So basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys this does work. Somebody commented on my video last time saying it didn't work at all, and I was just flabbergasted that somebody would say that it didn't work. I would not release an application that didn't work. So one thing I did add is the custom commands, but we'll get to that in a second. We're going to go over the basic commands first. So basic commands, the preset commands are very simple. Honestly, anybody could do this. So max players, set command, boom, max players 8. If you go over here to server information, it's going to tell you all that anyway. Port, boom, 7777. It's going to tell you that automatically. You don't really need any of these preset commands, of course, unless you're using dawn, noon, dusk, midnight, and settle, which are really the only ones that I enjoy using. So into the other commands. Kick ban, of course, whenever you ban somebody, this is something I do need to go over. It's going to save the banlist.txt under the application startup. So if you save this in program files times 86, it's going to be in there with the application startup. Luckily for you, under the extras tab, I created a ban list editor. What this does is it allows you to edit your ban list. The initial directory of that open file dialog opens up to the ban list automatically. You don't have to browse anywhere for it, it's just right there. So that's something new that I've added. So to show you these changes do take effect, if you click over here server information, you can see our current password is 123, which is what we created. So if you go to basic commands, click password and enter a new password. So we'll just do that and then click send command. It's going to change your password to that. So if you go over here back to server information, you can see that the change did take effect. So basically that pretty much covers the commands. Those are simple, easy to use. So if you go to custom commands, you'll see a little label that says this tab is for the users that are using T-Shock or other servers that require custom user input. So there are some plugins that you can use that like T-Shock. I know there's another one out there, I can't remember what it is, but it allows you to have certain commands. Like I think one does like teleportation mods. Somebody might just want to do like mods or something like that, and you need a specific command for that. That's what this is for. What this does, you just enter the command into here and click send command. So that's that, simple as that. If you know the command, it's not on the basic commands tab, boom, enter it there, you're good to go. Of course, I've already showed you the server information that just shows you your IP address for your server, max players, port, world, and I'm not sure what else. I'll click on it. Current port, max players, password, current world, and IP address. So go here to the extras tab. This is what I was talking about, the ban list editor, backing up your worlds before hosting a server. That way, if somebody's grieving, fucking up all your stuff, boom, there you go. Also, you have the server config editor, which is very similar to the ban list editor, just a different initial directory. So as I said before, if you ban somebody, like if you go over here to this, click ban and enter their name, it's going to put their name into the initial directory, the startup path of the application. So we click ban list editor, open ban list, and as you can see, this is Terraria Server Client bin debug. This is in my debug folder. So ban list, click open. So if somebody is banned, what it's going to look like, it's going to look like this right here. It's going to have two forward slashes. It's going to have their name. Go down here, it's going to have parentheses and have their IP. So it's going to look like two numbers or whatever's there. I mean, however so many numbers between that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then save, and you're going to override it. This is going to automatically save it in the exact same place as you opened it from. So if you go back to ban list editor and click open ban list, and you open up that exact ban list that you were looking at, as you can see, what we typed in did take place. So if somebody's banned, you click open, that's what it's going to look like. If you want to unban them, just erase their name, click save again, and then click yes, and that automatically unbans them. So the world backup, I mean, this is a really good feature. I can't remember who recommended it, but thank you so much for the idea. This was a great idea, and I implemented it just for you, buddy. So but pretty much what this does, you just click backup world, and it's going to open up an open file dialog. So just click the world you want to back up, click open, click backup world, and choose where you want to back it up. So I'm going to save this to desktop and then click save. And as you can see over here, it does create our backup. So as you can see, 51.8 megabytes is world 2. So if we were to go under here, go to documents, my games, Terraria, worlds, world 2 is, let's right click on this, properties, 51.8 meg, 51.8. Oh, I opened up the wrong one. Sorry about that, guys. Highlight at 51.8 megabytes, 51.8 megabytes over here. So that pretty much shows you that it does create a complete backup of that world. So I'm going to delete this, and of course getting to the server config editor, open server config, server, and here's your server config. This is going to be located in your server area. As I said before, create a server folder under the Terraria folder and put your server stuff in it. Click open, it opens it up, you can make changes, and then click save. So say I want to change auto create to 2 instead of 3, which make it a medium world. Click save. Oops, there's something I messed up. Make sure that you save it in the correct area. So server config, save, server, and overwrite that the one we had currently. So what I'm going to do is I might make some minor changes, but this is pretty much the set changes for the version 1.0.1.4. So here's the About tab. Of course, you have the link to my profile page on the Terraria forums, video tutorial, and the check for updates page. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helped a lot. Also, I'm going to show you one last feature. If you click X, it kills the server completely. So don't close out the application unless you want to screw your world up and end the whole server, and God only knows what's going to happen. I might change that eventually. I might make it where you can choose how you want to close the application, if you want to close without saving or close with saving. So yeah, guys, again, hope you enjoyed this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.